Guys, thank you for tuning into another episode on the Creative Perspective. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and we hope it adds value to you. And if it does, please do share it to those that you think might need this episode and might need this content that is in this episode. We do hope that you enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Our third one comes in where we are about to just to can know the difference between a gift and a skill, because I think a lot of us has it vice versa when that. And in life it's when you have a thing wrong, it's like they say you can do a right thing with the wrong mindset, that will produce a wrong result. So I just want us to get on one page so that we can get the results that we want in life. So yeah, build up and yeah, be ready. Yeah, the reason why I think that we have selected this topic is we don't want to be popular, we want to be prophetic, because this is about real life. And a lot of us are really bombarded by life and the noises and what the world is all about. A lot says you must chase this thing, you must chase that thing, but the word of God is totally contrary towards that. It's about that loving purpose, man, you see. And why the gifts first and not the skill? Because the word is very clear on this, is that your gift will make room. But so many times have I seen where I live in people in stories concerning those about the gifts and about the skills and how they got it wrong. But what I wanted to ask, what is your take on that one?
On gifts and skills, um, especially in regards to the gift. Uh, like you said, look, it sounds like the same thing.
Mm.
I mean, gifts, skills sounds the same. If you are working, or in my case, I do woodwork, I would be considered as a carpenter. It's a skill, but I would think it's a gift as well. So
Wow.
it's about identifying if this is a gift, if this is a skill. A gift can be a skill too. Um, I think depending on the way you look at it, the way you identify it, there's a lot of people with different opinions, different thoughts on regards to what gifts and skills are. Um, but a skill is something you can develop. A skill is something you
Acquire.
can learn, you can acquire. If you don't know something, you can develop the skill in the thing you want to know, and it can grow. You can develop it, it can grow, and so on and so on. A gift is different. A gift is something that happens.
You're born with
You
it.
are born with it. It's not something you need years of experience for. It's not something that you will necessarily go and learn from somebody, because some people are so gifted when they do something for the first time, they can succeed at
Perfect.
it immediately. They can
Wow.
be so perfect at it. They can do it. They can execute it without failure, without doubt, without hassles. And that is my take on what gifting a gift revolves around.
It's where the word says your gift will make room
Will
for you.
make room for you.
But my thing is, if the Bible says the gift will make room, so that's to say, what will keep you there? What is that one thing that would keep you? Because I have seen a lot where the gifts, I just make an example with, it's some of our boys that are upcoming like in the rugby. It's their gift that makes room for them, but it's their character that destroys them.
Sure.
It's a lot of us know has the how to get there, but not the know how to stay there. And that's where the character comes in, where the gifts, it's you have to work on your character. That is the one main, I think I can say that is, it's
It's
how
very
you,
important.
it's where your relationships comes in. It's how you deal with others. It's how you speak to others. It's how you convey yourself being in an specific environment. Because you can get a lot of great people, but when they in that environment of greatness, their mouths are loose.
That's true.
It's what they say in Afrikaans, losbekkig. And because of not knowing how to speak, that expel them from that environment. But they are not without the gift. The gift is still there, but how do you develop your gift? It's like they say you have to be in a conducive environment.
Yep.
People has to identify that, and that is where it comes in relationally. If the gift is a lot, so when Christ was there, the wise men saw the gift in him. That's why he was a mere baby, but they on their behalf went to him with with substantial stuff, gifts to him. Why? Because you just bring gifts to somebody that you deem as of high caliber, or of somebody of what of
Great
greatness.
importance.
Yes, you don't just take things valuable. It's like the word says, don't throw your pearl before swines. You get what I'm saying? So a gift is vitally important. And a skill is where, now that's where a lot says, no, it's like a lot will ask you. That is the very first thing a lot of conversation starts with. What are you doing for a living? And yes, what is the response? I'm a technician. Or I work at Firestone, I work at Espen, I work at that. That is your job.
That is not who you identify as.
It is not who you is. It's like I say, if I say now Tiger Woods, with what will you associate that with? Golf. If I say Moses, it's the one that split the Red Sea. If I say Serena, what's her name? Oh, Williams.
Tennis.
It's tennis. So there are certain Michael Schumacher racing.
Yep.
Why? Because that is their gift, and they had to spend time developing that thing, and they had people that was nurturing them into that. And a lot will say it's a skill. Their skill is in the driving with Michael Schumacher. It's like that sport. It's a skill, but the gift is, it's all that of faithfulness, endurance, consistency, and all that. And they do that with no effort. Whereas we will have to spend a lot of time and wara. But a guy with a gift, it comes naturally, man.
Yeah, a gift is definitely something that comes naturally. A gift is something that really takes you far. It's something you can see in someone without needing to know too much about them. You can see, you can learn a lot from somebody based on their gift and how they handle their gift. And how you handle your gift and what you do with your gift is vitally important as well.
True.
Because if you cannot handle your gift and execute your gift accordingly in the way it's supposed to, it will amount to nothing at the end of the day still. Because you can do, it's like you say, you can do something right, but if you have the wrong intentions by doing something right, it's still something wrong.
That's it.
You understand? I think the same principle applies when it comes to your gift.
It's like I said there on that point that you're saying, if your gift is that it's one of or two things. If you don't use your gift, guess what? God will find somebody else. It's like with Moses. Moses took them up until a certain point. But because of things that happened in the wilderness, where God said, speak to the rock. because of pressure. He struck the rock twice, but the water still came out, but the game changed. And that's where God said that you will see the promise, but you will not enter it. But Joshua came in and he completed that assignment. It was a gift. And there are so many of our viewers and listeners watching right now that might be at this thing where you might be a boilermaker, or you might be working like on a factory, in a factory, or packing in a warehouse or whatever. But when you get home, you are on the turntable, you are hitting the sound, you are a DJ, you making gigs, you go to 21st or something, people are just asking you, and that comes naturally, and you might be feeling like, this is where I belong, but because of fear, but I think it's in the book of Timothy, 2 Timothy, something where Paul speaks to Timothy and he tells him clearly, stir up the gifts that is within you. Work it through. And just after that he says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, peace, and of a sound mind. So you're working there, you're working shifts there where you're at right now. But when people ask you to be a MC and that, it's not an MC, it's about your speaking, your gift to speak to people. Yes. And how you doing music. There's a lot of DJs, but you are the one exceptional one. Don't stop. Work that muscle. Work the muscle of your gifts. There might be some that are just there to can help others. The less talked about. A lot think it's, I must help people. No, it's a gift. By just listening is a gift. There's a lot that are hearing to respond, and then there are those that are listening. Not to respond, just to listen, to understand where you at in your life for that, man, you said. So yeah, I would say that you have to work that gift. Get around somebody that's in that lane, but don't let your job, it's a skill that you acquired to do that thing, to pack boxes or whatever, to sweep or what. I don't downplay, you must do something at least to get something in, but it's your gift that will make room. Don't spend too much time on your skill and you suppressing your gift. Rather work on your gift and you will see how the skill will come. But you have to know your gift first to can work, because that is the thing that would carry you and bring resources to your aid.
And what about those people that are finding it difficult to figure out what their gift is, and that's confusing their gift with their skill, or their skills with their gifts? What do you
One thing I have learned, because I have been on that crossroad myself, it's where like we can talk on it and we don't have notes in that because it's from the heart. When I was at that point, it was nobody, but it was this one guy that I will always look up to, Dr. Mike Murdoch. Mike Murdoch, yes. He said, to can find that thing is that to find out what makes you angry. What makes you angry? And whose pain are you willing to ease? That is a clue for you to know the gift that is within you.
Thank you for listening. We hope that you have drawn some value from this episode. We do not have all the answers or know it all, but if we don't, we will find the answer, or we will find the person who has the experience with the answers. We do ask that you interact with your thoughts and comments about this episode. Please share it and give us a rating and review so we can grow this podcast together. Thank you.